Hey guys, welcome to our Patreon page. Thank you for becoming a member. And tonight for balcony sessions, we have Can the Poet. Woo-hoo!
I like people. I mean, I really like people. If I could, someday I would make some people. If I could make people, I would make hairy people. You know, warm your soul when staring people. They give the change they're sparing people. They stand their ground while caring people. They dance to the music you're blaring people. No, not scary people, but gnomes and elves and fairy people. They'd be happy people, nappy people, rest their heads when sappy people, clappy people. All the toes are tapping people, spread their wings for flapping people, sharp as tips, not shafty people, cool summer breeze, not drafty people, sun but knees from rafting people. They'd be crafty people. They'd make up reasons for laughing people. They'd help clean up the crappy people, guide them with the mappy people, embrace your heart, not trap it people, test your strength, not snap it people, guard your back, not stab it people, kiss your ass and slap it people. I'd bring back Dr. Seussy people, all the loosey-goosey people, dance in the stars with Lucy and then hang on to your dreams, but don't hang on to nuisance people. You know, the hold your loved ones nightly people. Hold on tight and lightly, people. Fight with all your mightly, people. Most exquisite thing in sightly, people. You see, if I could make people, I would try and make a few. But none of them would ever compare to what I see in you. I see my soul warm when you stare. I would never change a second of the time you spare. When we lie in the grass without a care, kick up to the music you play. I know you'd never scare my gnomes, my elves, 'cause you're oh so fair. Like you, they'd be the happiest. When they nap, they'd make a napper's nest. And every time you felt some sap, they'd clap and tap their toes the best till the tips of your wings float through the breeze. They land on rest, they get sunburnt knees. Like you, they'd be the craftiest. Always have me in a laughing mess and put up with my crap the best. Guide my heart from east to west. Love so strong it passed the test. It won't bring knives, but bulletproof vests. And then kiss our asses. The slap happy ass like you, they'd be fun as the folkiest of felines or the silliest of cats. We're as goofy as a gaggle of geese all wearing his loose-fitting hats. Where lucid dreams mend all your seams, and it would happen every night. The craving to hold your lover, you would never have to fight. But you, my love, would still be the most exquisite thing in sight.
Awesome.
This next poem's called My Guru. My guru taught me in a land where all the floors are dancing ones and they're covered in chalkboard paint. That curled and clenched claws on the ends of your feet will cause blood-curdling shrills with each move. That our toes are nub-sized pieces of chalk, every color of the rainbow. And like so, they shine brighter when it rains, instead of running. They're too small to hold, but they're strong enough to lift your heels to the heavens. He said, your heels are like erasers. They fade out flaws with practice, if you keep them clean. And the being strong black man dying for being true to herself doesn't mean that you can't lift your stiletto-sized spirit 6 inches in a sash so that you can fall just a little bit in love with yourself. My guru gave me the gift of gliding through growth from late nights gazing through glass. While my gander was still glazed over, she guarded the glistening glow that grasped this glorious garden. As the gallows got to gossip over which got to govern my galloping gait, all along my heart became gilded, galvanized, guided. I was gulping on a tube in a gaping lung, gasping, grateful. to call that breathing. Her ability to have a heart was the only thing keeping mine beating, staying by a stranger's baby so that her own child could keep eating. My guru taught me to share. We had the same eyes, the same lips, the same hair. We were capsulated together in an idea to exist. There were two hearts but one beat, so he stopped to resist. My guru shared his 7.5 months of wisdom by making the selfish decision before the incision to meet up with Caesar in an eternal abyss. Et tu, Brutai? A brutal goodbye. I was biting my thumb before it was opposable. God damn it, my brother, you weren't so disposable. You gave to me everything, even when you had nothing. You're here with me always, twin flames from one oven. You see, my guru taught me alchemy, the law of equivalent exchange. No matter the currency, there's always a price. To live a life worth leading, there has to be a sacrifice. You see, if you were here with me, I would keep these thoughts to myself. Or I would probably give them all away. Because there's only one thing that I'd like to share with my guru. Our birthday.
Yes. Okay, and that was awesome. So my first question is, how does your performance get into your with performing on stage and everything? How do you use that with your writing in your poetry?
I guess I think of myself actually more as a performer than I do a writer. So whenever I go to write a piece, it is with the thought of being as complex and entertaining as I can. And I also do a lot of other dance and different physical modalities that allow me to move my body with confidence on stage. Right now I still feel a little bit limited to the microphone because I don't like to be behind a microphone. But I write my pieces as a piece of storytelling that I can do as if you would around a campfire.
I love it. So your book is a lot about love and loss. How do you navigate your vulnerability in your writing?
I think of vulnerability as a strength. To share what made you crumble with others isn't asking for advice. It's showing them that you're just as human as they are. And so I think by telling my true, raw stories the way that I interpret them, it can help other people feel safe enough to do the same with theirs.
I love it. So how long have you been doing this?
About 5 years, somewhere around there, performing spoken word and competing in poetry slams. And then I've been writing since middle school.
Can you tell us one of your earliest writings?
Yeah, I can at least think back on a few different things from when I was a boy. It was weird. My mom pulled out some old stuff that she had collected from just kids' craft boxes, right? That they can't throw away. Because my mother cannot throw away anything I ever did.
That's what moms do.
Good and bad. So she pulled out some old poetry, and it's so weird that even whenever I was 7 or 8, I was speaking about love lost, and it's what do you mean? I guess it was just
You're
in
just
my
a
soul.
little boy.
It's in my soul. It's
Your
a
old soul.
hopeless romantic, right?
Yeah,
I think it's a thing, and that's why I mentioned it in my poem Postcards of Portland. Maybe you're the reason it's so hopeless.
Yeah.
So I can remember one of my first pieces having a word in it that I liked a lot called melisma. And it's just a weird word, but it means a thrill to the soul. And so going through the thesaurus and seeing that and seeing what it meant ignited my love for finding words to mean something else or to tell a story. And so that's something.
I love it. Well, I'll let you get right back to it.
Okay. Oscar Wilde. Silence is golden. Wouldn't you agree? Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Speak for yourself, Oscar Wilde. I think I can speak for everyone here when I say that we've got a split personality. You're talking to yourself again, you're calling it duality. Nah, no I'm not. Can't you see that I'm talking to you? Why don't you try remaining real with all these echoes in reality instead of convincing me I'm not true? After all, everyone here deserves to feel loved. They love me. No, they don't. They would. No, they won't. But they could. No. You see, everyone here secretly hates you. You embarrass us all. Oh no. Here I go again. I'm slithering through the grass with snakes, and they're calling me their friends. My ma said, keep your enemies close, their lies you'll see right through. Don't worry, Mom, my tail's wrapped around them, my mouth's got fangs too. I'm a barrage of blushing bullets that I've bitten, I'm a copper catch-all, so I'll order 9 rounds and grin through these teeth while your smiles take a crack at my jaw. I've never been good at learning these ropes, but I'm fine with my back up against them. I don't tie my own noose for my enemies who do. There is a villain down here who will miss them. Try not to hang them high. But whatever you do, don't you hit them low. Just do the tango with your devils, and then you leave them. You leave them right there on the dance floor. Because you can only hate in others what you see in yourself, and positive thoughts are a dime a dozen, so I can only keep my head up when it's spinning. I'm killing my own consciousness with copious amounts of common sense. There's no need for forgiveness. While sinning, I'm stubborn as a fucking mule. My head is brick and mortar. To the point I have to lay my back on the front of my last quarter. You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. Life only gave you what you asked it. So I guess I'll just throw my damn dreams of hiking through the trackless cities of trees and sand into this here waste paper basket. You could leave it. You could leave it here. It would be stuck between hope and hopelessness, creation and oblivion. It would be half written, it would be half walked. It would be like a shotgun shell that's half cocked and it's caught in a crossfire, but it just can't blast off. Like a sound that's just outside of earshot. Like that last time that I made your heart stop. But you'll still catch me at high noon for that standoff. And then maybe you'll love me. Nah.
That's nice.
I guess this is gonna be the sad portion. Woo! This next one's called Cerberus, Puppy Love. I saw you yesterday. As he crept to your table, my eyes began to trace all the heavenly lines of your face. Like a greyhound on its last race, hugging the fourth turn till its final resting place. Boarded up in a booth-sized kennel, while his head lays in your lap. They say every dog has a day. Well, then, I'm the prey in its trap, so wreak your havoc. Let slip your dogs of war. We built a furnace, we named it hell. We don't know what we made it for. We asked for ember. We got molten core. I remember. There were days when puppies played, bitches and scamps were all but made. Our tongues did not smell like resent, but innocent. And I adore you. Oh, how I adore you. Now, I hate what you did there. And without good reason now, I hate that man before you. So when I say that I adore you, oh, I mean, good luck. I mean, take care. There's no more remedies to be solved by the splinters of a dog's hair. Too clenched now are these fangs of us. This will be the bane of us. No wolves left for this nightmare. Shh. It's alright, Bo Peep. Just close your eyes and go to sleep. Count your blessings like those sheep that finally came. If the grass is always greener as they hop your fence, give them a name. Gah, now you wrap yourself in the feathers of him. Bah, Ram, and shame on you, Ferguson. I thought we were brothers. My bad. I guess we're just animals. And we're playing a game. Push and shove. Well, Red Rover, the dog days are over. And I'll always be a puppy. Love.
So how do you stay grounded when, with all these emotions? I mean, man, your poetry is very, very, very deep. So how do you stay grounded?
I take my shoes off. Hey. Seriously, like I have to be barefoot whenever I perform. I have to feel my toes, and I have to be able to let my energy go out of both ends. I'm a firm believer that stage presence and stage fright is the exact same feeling. It's just whether or not you channel it and keep it pent up inside of you, or if you allow it to emit out of your being whenever you perform. And by allowing my feet to be free, it gives me more places for that energy to release.
I like it. So let's talk about your book a little bit. So how did that feel, getting all of that emotion out into a book and being able to present it to people? What do you want the audience to take away from it?
I guess allowing a lot of the love-drunk lover inside of me's past memories to exist somewhere outside of me was important. Just like letting it something hit the air and speaking it out loud kind of takes it away from its hold over you. Creating this into a book allowed me to still not feel chained to any memories that I had while allowing them to exist. So I guess there's that. Is that what you mean?
Yeah,
I guess.
I'm sure it's just having it in your hand was probably a surreal feeling to you. And we talked about it on the live, but again, tell the audience about your video about burning your first book.
Oh, okay. The first copy that I received in the mail, the very first one on top of the box, I brought it out into the woods. I made it like a ritual bonfire, and I doused the book in kerosene and just lit it on fire. And basically the symbology of it was that you're not supposed to write or create anything for people or for the admiration or for status or anything like that. You're supposed to create it for yourself and for the creation that created you. And so I wanted to honor my life by giving my first book to God. And there was Alan Watts quoted a great Zen master one time stating that if you're going to write a book of Zen, don't write it to people, write it to the great sky. And I've always lived by that, and I will continue to write what I feel for myself and a way that I remember my stories, and not just for entertainment.
Well, I'll let you get back to it.
I'm happy. We're strangers again. Maybe that means someday I'll see you in the grocery store wearing your headphones to tune out the world, rocking out to Tool while you take your time picking the best avocados. And you bet your baby blue Billie jeans I'm a Michael Jackson moonwalk my way back into your heart, or at least your left shoulder, while Amy's in my right ear crying he can only hold her for so long. Damn, this song, it's in my most liked while you're in my most loved. Thank you for teaching me the difference. Our earbuds out, you'll turn around and I'll act surprised or in love. But what's the difference? Oh yeah, thank you. I'll say hello to my heartbeat again, and then to you. And we'll give each other's names like we've never taken them for granted. And we'll remember the importance of patience as we shout out, it's love. Lee, to meet your acquaintance. Garden warfare lady. I want you. I want you to frame this picture. The doorless way to your den, it's decorated by nothing but you, and you're dancing there, your hips tilted, one heel hilted, hand on the hinge, straight teasing your hair. Your smile reveals more than the several shades of silk that surround your lips, from your tiara to your toes. Heaven is the heavy head where your crown of thorns sits, unaware that you're the rose. Good morning, beautiful. Do you really think so? Baby girl, I know. I've had plenty of time to figure this out. To think means that there's room for doubt. Oh, do you now? Then tell me how you ignore these flaws, leave nothing out. Ignore them. Oh, babe, you're a queen and you've been to war. Oh, how I adore them. Let me wisp you back to bed, where me and Egyptian thread, we get to feel the rush from your skin. As cotton touches thighs, your worries reach my eyes, I say hello. It's nice to finally meet you. Forgive me for I got no place to see to greet. I'm just here to defeat you on this battleground of beauty scars. All your freckles are my stars on the way to your garter. Now they're gonna have to try harder to butter if they think I'm not gonna guard your trenched heart. Turn it to art, where will I start? I'll sing. I'll serenade your storm-stricken sea of insecure soldiers, 1,000 strong, strapped up with she-swords in the shapes of long-stem roses, scented wax candles, sincere kisses, and a silver tongue, tracing the speckles down your spine while you're whispering, damn, I'm fine. Ali, happy to meet somebody that has one. Your hair spun around your fingers more than my two, but your toes curl just the same. When you let me take your place, splitting up all your ends while I'm laying right beside you, I hide too. The marks of a beast stretch the past. It looks like we both survived through, so let us feast from this fast. We'll tear in, take our time, and chew. When I meet your lips, I'm speechless. I'm just miming you. Your thighs clench too. My jaw, I'm taking a lion's share, babe, so feel free to claw. Then I'll kneel and crawl on all four paws past your chest till I meet your crawl. Let that breath go, girl. We'll gain it all. We'll come into the wild till we hear the call to inhale love, to dispel doubt. I hope that I leave nothing out. Just one question for my mi amor. Are you breathing in or out?
So what kind of advice can you give up-and-coming poets, you know, people that have just kind of scared to get out there? What would you tell them?
Just do it. it is scary. It is scary to be yourself, always. And but everyone else is already taken. Oscar Wilde, right? So I just say, take that piece of paper where you wrote your feelings on and go to a poetry reading, and just share it on the piece of paper, and get those feelings into the air, and learn that other people want to hear you, even if the people that hurt you don't. And not all poetry is pain, but a heavy heart makes a heavy pen, and that's where most people start. So I highly recommend just going to a local reading, and you'll see that you can do it too.
You need to put that on a T-shirt. I'm sorry, I have.
Heavy heart makes a heavy pen.
I mean, the whole thing was just glorious. I love that.
Beautiful.
That was very poignant.
So
I love
where's
that.
your favorite place to go here in Springfield? Like, do you have a favorite place?
Ooh, it's a Bazagary.
What's
the
your
tea,
favorite,
brother.
Which one of your, in the all the
Maybe not,
time
maybe
that you've
don't.
been, it could be not here anymore.
Oh,
Even.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, doesn't have to be current, but in all time, what has been your favorite place to play here in Springfield?
Two come to mind. Mad throwback to the Cellar.
Yeah.
The
Yes.
Cellar's open mic was like church to a lot of us. Bring
Yeah.
it back, honestly. I don't drink anymore, but I would fight to try and go back to that. That was like church. The second would be the Melody Room open mic. Sam Timmerman and his group, and the Ambiance Band. They put on a great venue. It's a safe space for all kinds of poets, and they're to support. So highly recommend them too.
Awesome. Well, where can they find your book and everything else, and all of that?
Awesome. You can find anything you're looking for at camthepoet.com. If you go to camthepoet.com, it'll lead you to my Amazon page to order the book. Check out any new music or spoken word videos that I've got on there. You can book me for any events, or just shoot me a message if you got some questions yourself.
Awesome. Okay. Well, we're going to do some rapid fire questions, and then you're going to play us out, per se. Okay, so.
Pros you out.
Yes. Yes. Okay. This or that, quick fire style. Okay. Performing live or writing alone?
Performing live.
Okay. Early morning or late night?
Early morning.
Repeat his answer. Start over.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be like you guys are doing a duet.
Okay.
So
Performing live.
all right. So
Okay,
start over. Start
Yeah.
over. Can you?
Okay, we're gonna do some rapid fire style questions right now. Okay, so performing live or writing alone?
Performing live.
Early morning or late night?
Early morning.
Metaphor. Where am I? City streets or forest trails?
City streets.
Let's see. Fill in the blank. Writing poetry feels like blank when I'm really in the zone.
Therapy.
Backstage confessional. What's the wildest or most unexpected thing that's happened during a poetry set?
I'm sorry, this isn't rapid fire. I don't know.
Well, the first part was for rapid fire.
Oh, okay.
Didn't they stop you one time mid-set?
The wildest thing that has ever happened at a poetry set is I got accused of plagiarism by my own community for a poem that I wrote and had published and is licensed by me, and the poet that they accused me of plagiarizing also said it wasn't. I have been banned from doing my own work in this community here in town
Oh my god.
by the Show Me Poetry community.
Oh my god.
And that's the most ridiculous thing because I own the rights to the poem on so many different levels and they still won't let me perform it.
What the heck?
Which one was that?
Oh my god.
I like people.
Oh my god. That is. Wow. That's pretty. That doesn't seem. That's not right. That's not right. Do you have any pre-performance rituals that help you get centered?
I have a private mantra that I use when I'm nervous. But then, as long as I take my shoes off a minute or so before I go on stage, then that's all I need. That's all I need. And I channel it. I love doing this, and I feel at home behind the mic once I release the performance.
Awesome. Well, I want to thank you again for being part of the show, and everybody go buy his book. It's really awesome. I just finished reading it today, actually, but it is really, really good. And thank you again, Cam. And I'll have you do your last two poems.
Okay. Cosmic Sea Fair Lady. It's March 2016. The Kepler Space Telescope spots a star over 500 times larger than the Sun. A supernova over 1.2 billion light years away. Well, I'm here to say, I have stared directly into the solar serenity of her eyes. She's much closer than that. A celestial scene secured from being sinfully sensed by urchins and serpents, and only split-second scene sleeping on the Sabbath by a cosmic-seeking sea merchant's naked eyes. She had my heart beating so fast. I said, how could we possibly make this last? She said, we've got all the time in the universe, baby. Well, I've posed this position to plenty of peculiar poets from planets along the way on how not to get these bonds stuck. They told me tell that goddess that the clicking of clocks doesn't tick at the tickle of two patellas to two tongues tasting. Time is just a construct beyond luck, like this love. It was like a God-sized telescope with gravitational lenses. It's set to stun on a specific sparkle it knows it's seen somewhere before. So enamored by the sparkle, it had to be God, a planet, a star. Under further examination, it was just a reflection of a God-sized telescope, nothing more. This love was like two God-sized telescopes with heart-seeking missiles guided with laughter, or heart-seeking missiles filled with laughter, yearning to explode. Engaged and ready to be fired at a target finally acquired and ready to be called home. Two heart-seeking missiles guided by the beat of creation, giggling their way across the universe to their final destination in the arms of a God-sized satellite, feeling every sensation. This love was like two God-sized satellites surfing across our celestial sea to meet on the shores of Jupiter. We went Dutch that day. By that I mean we were linked, like some tidally locked Galilean moons, laughing and looping and lingering lovers, the likes of which Callisto even lacked to forbear. But then came comets, meteors, and shooting pains across the cold night air. These craters, all of them must have come from somewhere. There's some observational point of view that's just too vast for hope to see. So woe is me. I guess it just couldn't fall under their scope of support. The Wandering Mind. I dream of her. While she dreams of hiking. Dusty trail horizons, lovely daffodils, and rivers reflecting marmalade skies. The desert warms her skin and she covers in the shade while the sea sweeps the salt that I rub from my eyes. Clear was the view of her before my own self, and so I saw all that I would become. We were much younger than the years that we had collected, but we were older than the memories that we had succumbed. Hold on, darling. Our paper wings will soon lift. Forward and backwards and all in between. Before you even know it, the winds will soon shift, and I'll hold you, baby, close again to my heart. It may be a dream, but it's the most vivid I've seen, grasping so close together until it's time to depart. But so goes the road of the wandering mind. We're looking so far ahead while we love what's behind. 2020 was the rear view, a head-on collision. Late nights and missed flights, the snow began to fall. To be fair, my love, I never saw this one coming. As much as I wanted, I saw none of this at all. So farewell, goodbye, catch you later. We don't know exactly what to say as our fingertips slip. Love drunk, we drove off in different directions. I can still feel the sweet taste of those intoxicant lips. But I'll hold you, baby, close again to my heart. And it may be a dream, the most vivid I've seen, grasping so close together till it's time to depart. But so goes the road of the wandering mind, looking so far ahead while we love what's behind. Thanks, I'm Cam the Poet.